Hi, Ken Roberts, President of World City. Today's episode is Trump and TPP. I'm going to give it a big thumbs down, find out why, but first, be sure to follow us on social media. Great, so let's jump right in. Trump and TPP. Why I think it's a bad deal to pull out day one, as Donald Trump has said he will do when he is in the Oval Office. The TPP is an agreement among 12 nations. The United States is one of those 12 nations. The United States already has free trade agreements with 6 of those nations and doesn't have it with 5. The 6 that it has it with: Canada, Mexico, Chile, Peru, Singapore, and Australia. The 5 not currently: Japan, very important U.S. trade partner; Vietnam, increasingly important; and then Brunei, New Zealand, and Malaysia, also important in its own right because of computer chips that are being manufactured by Intel in Malaysia, very important to the U.S. economy. The free trade agreement was ratified in February of 2016 by these 12 nations, but it's been under negotiation for 6 to 7 years. If he walks away day one, the biggest harm is that this whole thing was set up to be a hedge against Chinese influence in globalization and global trade and all matters global. This, I think, actually hurts one of the pillars of his campaign, which was to push back against China, because it allows China continue on with its regional free trade agreement that is pushing the regional comprehensive economic partnership. So, I think strategically, bad move. His advisors, some of the people he's bringing into the administration now, are strong players in the steel industry and want to bring steel manufacturing back to the U.S. That has its own complications, but again, that's pointed to China. If you put tariffs on Chinese steel, it hurts a lot of industries in the U.S. that use steel. So again, if the whole idea is to push back against China, TPP is actually a good idea. Let me look at a couple, real quickly, at some of the numbers to give you a sense of the relative importance of these trade partners. So if you look at the trade that we currently do with the entire group of TPP partners, it accounts for about 40% of U.S. trade. The current members of the TPP, where we also currently have a free trade agreement, so Canada, Mexico, Singapore, Australia, Chile, and Peru, that's about 33% of all U.S. trade. So it adds a little bit of a buffer from roughly 33 to about 40% of U.S. trade if TPP goes through. But if you break it down to exports and imports, you'll see that we're much stronger on the export side with these countries than on the import side. So currently, about 40% of our exports go to the countries where we currently have a free trade agreement, who are also part of TPP. If we go through with the TPP, that number bumps to about 45%, so a jump. The import numbers are smaller. The import numbers are currently at 28%, and they would bump to about 37%. The big swing there, it's a little bit bigger swing there, is because of the fast rising trade with Vietnam. So again, if you look at the benefits to the U.S. of TPP versus the problems with it, and if you want to think through the prism of China, it makes all the sense in the world to go through with TPP and then continue to build those trade relationships. It's very important to have a good, strong relationship with Japan. It's increasingly important to have a good, strong relationship with Vietnam. And again, it goes to the heart of one of Trump's big concerns, which is China. Thank you.